So this is the PLL for the last layer on the Rubik's Cube. So this is Permutation of Oscillator. You need to know these moves. R, R prime, F, F prime, L, L prime, B, B prime, U, U prime, and D prime. So all of these will be what you need. I will use them in the algorithms. Except for the M. The M is just the middle layer. So first we're going to start off with the T prime. I will show you how to look at this algorithm and know you have that one, or how to execution it. So you have two dots here with one in the middle. You would just like move it to the middle and you would see two are here and two are here. So you have these two dots on your left. And you do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U prime. R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. That's how you do the T prime and see it. Two dots, and these middle pieces. For the H prime, you will see it looks like this. Every piece goes across from each other. So the green goes into the green, blues and the green. They're opposites of their middle piece. Every other piece is solved. So it doesn't really matter how you hold this cube. I just hold it from blue because that's how I like to execution it. It is M2, U prime, M2, U2, M2, U prime, M2. So it's an easy algorithm. It's one of my favorites to do because of how fast it can go. Now we have a Y perm. You can tell you have a Y perm is if these two bars and these two bars, you will match them with their color and there will be one in between them. So you have two bars, everything else is mixed up. You have one of the bars on your left and the other on your right. You do this algorithm. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. So again, this is what you see. Two bars, and you do Y perm. So now I have the JA perm and the JB perm. So you can tell that a JA perm has a solved side, and this back piece has a bar, but nothing here. And then there's a bar on the other side, on the right. So JA perm is like this. You have the solved on your left, and you do JA perm. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U2, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. So again, how you see it, solved side on left, these two on base U, and you do JA perm. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U2, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Now the JB perm is, it seems like the same thing, but the solved side goes on the right, and you have the two dots on the left instead. So this one. So you just hold it from the back, and you do the reverse of that. L prime, U2, L, U. L prime, U2, R, U prime, L, U, R prime. So that's how you see that one. I don't know what these are called, so I just wrote them down anyways. So here's how you execute them. Let's see. I gotta set this up. Okay. So, I messed up this algorithm. No, I didn't. You will have, it is like the Y perm, but instead of two bars here and here, they are touching each other. So there will be one dot on the back. You have this dot facing you, and one here, and then the other on the back. And you do this algorithm. R, U prime, R, U, R prime, D, R, D prime, R, U prime, D, R2, U, R2, D prime, R2. So again, how you see it, you have 2 here, and this dot, and we do this algorithm. I don't like this one because I have to do a lot of regrips on the R2s. But you know, alright, so this next one, it is like a T-perm, but it is not. I just messed it up, so I have to set up the cube again. So, how do you solve the cube? Remember, you have to do the beginner's method, put it away from where it goes, and the left, and out of that, solve the yellow, the cross, and either learn OLL or not. That's up to you. See here, I have a white perm. Alright, this one is R prime, U prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. Alright, so it has a solved side, but these two are different, and these two are different. So this needs to go here, and this needs to go here. So they just need to swap places. So that's the solved side will go on your left, and you do this algorithm. R prime, U prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U, R. So it's just like a T-perm, but at the end, instead, you make a different term. So you do that algorithm, you see this. Now the RA perm. Let's see. RA perm would be like this. So you have 2 dots here, nothing in the back, and a bar here. So this is the RA perm. The bar will be on the right of the dots. So these dots will be on your left. And you do this algorithm right here. R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R, D, R prime, U prime, R, D prime, R prime, U2, R prime, U prime. So that's the RA perm. The RB perm is different. You will have the 2 bars on your left of the dots and nothing here. So instead for this one, you will have the dots face you. And you do this algorithm. R prime, U2, R, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F prime, R2, U prime. Now the N perm. There's one that looks like this. You will have 2 here, 2 on this side. It looks, these 2 will be here and these 2. It doesn't matter how you hold this cube. So either way it would be the same. So I have the blue face me as always. And you do the top algorithm. R, U, R prime, U. R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime. So that is just the first of the N perms. Now the backwards one. Sometimes I forget how to do this one. Because there's I think a 1 in 72 chance of you getting the N perm. So it is, you'll rarely see it. The backwards one. Here I have the RA perm. So I sometimes mess this up, but not all the time. R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, F, U prime, F, R, U, R prime, F, R prime down. So I made one little mistake there, but these will be on the left instead. So that's how you see this. Sometimes I will mess up on these because I don't always do the end perm. I rarely see it. I think I've only seen it 3 times maybe over the last few years of cubing I've done. I've actually recently just started to actually learn how to solve it, but I've been able to use it a lot. So I'm actually very shocked on how rare it is to get this one. So it is R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, U prime, F, R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R, U prime, R. So that's the backwards end prime. Now these G primes I will get to last, because they are probably one of the hardest to learn because there are 4 of them and they all look basically the same. And these small R's, I will show you what they mean. So I will go over the Z perm. I do believe this is called the Z perm. It's like the H perm, but instead of going opposite to each other, every middle piece moves 1 over. So this middle piece goes to your right, that is how you hold it. So if it holds to your, it doesn't go to the right, that's not how you hold it. This one goes to the right. So that's how you hold the cube. You do this algorithm. M, U prime, M2, U prime, M2, U prime, M, U2, M2, U. So I will actually make several videos for every single one of these algorithms and how you can easily see it better and how to execute it even better than just the regular thing. So it's really easy to actually remember this one because you move it up once, then you do the 2, then you gotta move it over. I do right finger flicks because I know at the end I'm gonna move it to the right instead of the left all the way over. So now the UA perm and the UB perm. So you can see how to set this one up. You just do the opposite. So if you want to set up the UA perm, you do the UB perm. If you want to set up the UB perm, you do the UA perm. So how you can tell this is there will be a solve side. You will put that on the back. There will be a different dot in each one of these. Solve side goes in back, and you do, you will know it will be an RA perm, or a UA perm, sorry, if this dot goes to the left. If it goes to the right, it is a UB perm. So you would do this algorithm. R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. So if you want a UB perm, you can actually see it goes to the left instead. So it is basically the same thing. The solve side goes in back, but you just use the L instead. L2, U prime, L prime, U prime, L, U, L, U, L, U prime, L. Now the E perm. This one, you will be kind of confused on how to hold it. Sometimes I do. If you do the algorithm right, but you don't hold it right, you will get an H perm. So X prime, I forgot to write X at the end, but X prime just means you turn the cube like this. So you move it up 1. So then you do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, D, R, U, R prime, D prime, R, U, R prime, D, R, U prime, R prime, D prime. And so it will be all mixed up. Every one of these will be mixed up. So you can have the bottom left one, move it, simply have it in your face U, and then you do the algorithm. So if it's the bottom right, you don't want to do this one. You want this one. It's in your left because it matches these bottom. X prime, R, U prime, R prime, D, R, U, R prime, D prime, R, U, R prime, D, R, U prime, R prime, D prime, and then just fix it. So this is actually an easy algorithm. If I break it down, I'll do that in another video, but you just see their fragments. So R, U prime, R prime, and then go D. R, U, R prime, D prime. So it's just the opposite of on the D's, on which one you move. And then the R, U, you do twice, and then you go back to R, U prime. So I call this one double T perm, but I don't really know what it's called. I don't really care to know. So you will have two dots, and it looks like the G perm, but it's not. There will be two lines here, and the dots. So you suddenly do a T perm, but with two layers. So that's what the small r means, or the small L. The small L means two layers, small r means two layers. So it's R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, using the two layers. Now the same thing on the right side, or the left side I should say. You do it the right side. So two lines, and two lines are right by each other with the two dots. That is how you will see this algorithm. It's just the left one of it. L prime, U prime, L, U, L, F prime, L2, U, L, U, L prime, U prime, L, F. That is how you see the algorithm. Now the last algorithms I will be going over. These are the G perms. These are probably the hardest ones to learn because they all look the same. So let's see if I can set it up. Alright, so here is the first of the G perms. You have two dots and two here. Everything else is mixed. So these two will be on the right of it, just to the right. So you have these two dots face you, and you do this algorithm. R2, U, R prime, U, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R2, U prime D, R prime U, R, D prime. So that one's not that hard to do, but just like they all look the same. So this next one is, it does look fairly similar, but it's not. So you will have the two here, nothing here, two on back in the left. So instead of having these face you, you want these two on the left, on your right. So these on your left and these on your right. There will be two on the left. And you do the second algorithm. R, U, R prime, U prime, D, R2, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, U, R2, D2. Or just D, D prime. Just had to do some Star Wars. Alright, so this next one looks weird because they're small. It's different because they're small. There's a small U. So the U is just the upper layers. So U and U prime. So it's not that hard. F prime, U prime, F prime. F prime, U prime, F prime. So you will see this one with the two dots, and they're on the right instead, on the back. So you can move it over to, so it matches this, and then you do the third algorithm. F prime, U prime, F, R2, small u, R prime, U, R, U prime, R, big U prime, small u prime, R2. Now that's the last one. So there will be two dots, and these will be on the left instead, and nothing else. Match the two dots if you want or not, and you just have these face you. Then you do the last algorithm. R2, F2, R, U2, R, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, and then fix if you want, or if you didn't do that. So that is all PLL. I will break down how I do each one in different videos, It will take a lot longer to do it, but like I'll be fine with that. All right, that's all.